If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you, here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out. Look, y'all, I'm talking about I got inside information. And what I mean by inside information, I'm talking about I'm getting the word from somebody who was close to this whole demonstration that happened with Chris King down there in Nashville, Tennessee. But I need y'all to follow me on this demonstration. I'm talking about because, man, this is pathetic, man. This whole demonstration right here, it don't make no sense in this. I'm talking about, man, it's horrible. It's a horrible demonstration. But so let's get into it though, right? Now, we all know that Chris King was booked down there in Nashville, Tennessee to perform at Canon Fest. How did he get down there, hood educated? Who booked him? His homeboys booked him. His people that he got a personal relationship with booked him. His people that he got a business relationship with booked him. And the people that I'm talking about is Jinx the VIP. That's a local rapper down there in Nashville, Tennessee. Stiz, the one that got shot with him. That's a local rapper down there in Nashville, Tennessee. And Lyrical Savage. They all came up with the plan to allow Chris King to headline Canon Fest, right? Now, according to reports, when Chris King got down there, all was well. There was no problems. Everything was going as planned. But when Chris King got down there, he wanted to link up with some of his homies that he knew from California that lives in Tennessee right now. I'm talking about he wanted to link up with them so bad, and he wanted to let everybody know that, you know, he was kicking it with these people. He even stopped in midstream of his show to give a shout out to his homeboy. Check it out.
You know what I mean?
Let's go!
I'm from California, from Fontana. Hey, Steven. Hey. I know that nigga Saw is a motherfucking baby right here. Everybody give it up for Fever in the crowd. Yeah. He out here. Am I wrong? Right? He out here. Gang down here, so y'all tap in with him. He got shit going on, but that's my boy out here. So yeah.
Most definitely.
Put this grill in my mouth when we gonna act like Chris King. Ready? All right.
Hey, you got that charger?
Now, I need y'all to pay close attention to that. That's his homeboy. As y'all can see, man, this man raised me. I've been with this man ever since I was a baby. This man raised me. That's my homeboy, right? Don't forget that. Pay close attention to that right there. Not only that, though. Now, after the show, this was when things started to get murky. Now, after the show, y'all remember that he went to the studio with MCI. Y'all remember MCI, right? The shady character. Check it out.
What's up, fool? Alright.
Yeah, y'all remember him. The same guy that the internet was saying, hey man, dude look kind of shaky. And then we can't lie. I'm talking about just from a hood perspective. When I seen how he looked when, Chris King tried to put him on the camera, he looked like he didn't want to be on it and everything. It looked shaky, right? But after further investigation, we come to find out that MCI is connected with the people that brought Chris down there. He's a manager for Jinx the VIP, Stiz and them guys, Significant Records. He's a business partner with them. So why would he want to backdoor him? Why would he want to do anything harm to him? This is a part of their business. Not only that, he paid Chris $1,000 for the feature. Paid the show, the festival, $400 just so that he can get on the stage and be next to Chris and perform one of his songs. So he's out of pocket. I'm talking about $1,400. And this is the cold-blooded part about the whole demonstration, y'all. Remember we seen him in the studio with Chris? And we understand that Chris got killed or got shot outside of a studio. That led us to believe that, man, it looked backdoorish, but that ain't the demo. Chris, Jinx the VIP, and MCI completed their song at that studio. Chris was not shot at that studio. They left that studio and went to another studio. And that is where Chris was shot and killed. So we gotta clear MCI name and let everybody know, look, man, I'm talking, this man has been cleared by homicide detectives, and it's only fair that being that, you know, we entertain the thought that, you know, he did look shady. But according to reports and people that are close to the situation, they are saying that, man, MCI, I'm talking about, had nothing to do with anything. And not only that, MCI is a blood, and we all know that Chris King was a blood. So they got them ties, right? So what happened, Hood Educated? Now that we got all that out the way, what happened? Let me demonstrate with you. According to people who are close to the situation, Chris was backdoored by this man right here. Check it out.
Let's go!
I'm from California, from Fontana. Hey, Fever. Hey, hey. I know that nigga Saw's a motherfucking baby right here. Everybody give it up for Fever in the crowd. Yeah. He live out here. He out here. Am I wrong? Right? He out here. Gang, down here, shit. So y'all tap in when he got shit going on. But that's my boy out here. So yeah.
Most definitely.
Cold-blooded demonstration. Cold. The same guy, y'all, that he said that he grew up with. According to reports, people are saying that he is the one that backdoored Chris. Now, I want to show y'all something because I need y'all to pay close attention, right? I want to show y'all something. And I need y'all to look at this light-skinned brother that BG Fever is chopping it up with. I need y'all to pay close attention. Check it out. Y'all see that light-skinned brother that he chopping it up with? Who y'all think that is? And not only that, like being that now that we know that his homeboy, BG Fever, is the one that backdoored him according to reports, y'all see how they congregating? Man, would it be fucked up if we caught them on camera discussing how they gonna kill Chris King? Because look how they conversate. Look how they, you know, the look on their face. Like, it's nothing like they're not enjoying the show. There's Lyrical Savages performing. They ain't paying Lyrical Savage no mind. They over there chopping it up about something. And wouldn't that be messed up, y'all, if they are talking about how they finna kill and backdoor Chris King while Lyrical Savage is performing and while they know this man finna jump up on the stage and perform? Now, I need y'all to pay close attention to this light-skinned brother. I'm talking about take your time. Check it out. That light-skinned brother is none other than Adrian Cameron. Yeah, y'all know who Adrian Cameron is? That's Gunplay. Y'all know who Gunplay is? Gunplay is the man that law enforcement is looking for the murder of Chris King. Check it out.
The justice system failed us. Those are the words from a family whose loved one was murdered. Now the suspected killer is back on the streets, accused of another murder. Good evening and welcome to News 2 at 6. I'm Bob Mueller.
And I'm Haley Wilkes. Now, Metro Police are looking for 19-year-old Adrian Cameron after a rapper was killed in Midtown over the weekend. He was out on bond for the 2021 murder of Josh Evans. News 2's Stephanie Langston spoke with Josh's family, who didn't want to be identified for safety reasons, but say the teen should have been behind bars.
I mean, this just reopened the whole wound.
It's a wound the family of Josh Evans was still working to heal.
I sat late and listened to his brother cry all night last night.
The circumstances have been gut-wrenching from the beginning. In 2021, the 50-year-old father was found in the Cumberland River, shot and wrapped in trash bags.
How do you absorb that once they call you and tell you that he's wrapped in trash bags? I mean, it just gets gorier. I mean, it's just horrible.
Adrian Cameron II, just 16 at the time, turned himself into police months later. In the course of their investigation into Josh's murder, police tried to question Cameron Jr.'s father, Adrian Cameron Sr. Their attempts ended in Cameron Sr. barricading himself inside a Nashville motel, where he shot at officers. Police returned fire, ultimately killing him.
Never seems to end.
In March of 2022, Cameron Jr. turned himself in, and less than 4 months later, he found himself back behind bars on gun charges in Rutherford County.
Why was he on the street? He should have been still locked up.
It's a question that continues to plague the minds of Josh's family, following now the fatal shooting of rapper Chris King over the weekend.
Maybe if they would have took him on to court and he would be sentenced and be in jail, this kid would be alive making albums.
Metro Police say Cameron Jr., now 19 years old, is one of 3 suspects involved in the shooting death, saying he cut his ankle monitor shortly after the shooting.
Bottom line is I should have just never let him out. Just never let him out.
With the suspect back on the run, Josh's family says they feel as though they are reliving the day Josh was murdered all again.
He was the apple of her daddy's eye. But how horrible is it for her to have to endure this again?
Stephanie Langston, News 2.
Now, anyone with information on Adrian Cameron's whereabouts or on the identities of the other suspects in the weekend shooting is asked to call Crime Stoppers. Callers can remain anonymous and qualify for a cash reward.
Cold-blooded demonstration. These people went to this man's show, watched him perform. I'm talking about, it's reports that after he got off stage, he went over there and kicked it with them. Not only that, he was freestyling for BG Fever, because BG Fever is a manager. Not only just any manager, but he is a manager of the man that is accused of killing his supposed to be homeboy, Chris King. Check it out.
Got 220 on the jazz, bad bitch, I beat the coochie down, won't get a call back. Never lied in my raps, told me this shit all fake. Being on what I'm on, then I gotta fall back. All 15 pushing.
Now, as y'all can see, that's BG Fever's Instagram. And as you can see, he's promoting who? Adrian Cameron Jr. Yeah, Cameron Jr. Gunplay. He's promoting him. So that's the connection. But hood educated. Alright, we see the connection. We done connected everything. What happened in that alley? What happened in the alley when Chris King was shot and killed? Allow me to demonstrate. Now, as y'all remember, I already said that him, MCI, and Lynx, the VIP, they did their studio session. After that studio session, Chris King wanted to go. He had another studio session because somebody else wanted a feature. Who y'all think wanted that feature? Yeah, you guessed it. BG Fever, Gunplay. They gave Chris $200. I'm thinking that they probably cash stamped him or something like that. But they sent him $200 and say, hey, look, we need a feature. We over here at this studio over here. Come drive down on us. We're going to give you $800 more once we get done with the feature. Chris like, okay, cool. So Chris brings, what's the brother name? Jinx the VIP. You know, you got a long name, brother. You know what I'm saying? So excuse me if I be failing to recall. But, you know, he brought along Jinx the VIP, Steers, you know, and Steers, man, get well, man. You know, get well, brother. You know, Steers, you know, and another one of their homeboy who's, you know, down with significant records, Tarzan. So it's 4 of them. When they pulls up to the studio, it's no longer 3 people. And what I mean by 3 people is no longer BG Fever, Gunplay, and the other brother that you seen in the video. It's them three and two more other brothers. So when they pull up, they thinking that they finna just pull up and then go straight into the studio. Nah, ain't no going straight into the studio. Why? Because the studio is not even open. The studio don't even, the man that run the studio didn't even have a session that night for them to go in the studio and demonstrate or even make music or anything like that. They found that out later on. But when they pull up, BG Fever and all them guys, they say, okay, well, look, we want you to listen to the beat, get in the car, check out the beat, and write your lyrics. So while Chris is in the car, he's in the car, he's in the passenger side, there's a driver, and BG Fever is behind him. He is listening to the beat, writing his lyrics down. Also, rolling up a blunt and writing his lyrics down and listening to the beat. While he's doing this, Tarzan, Steers, Jinx the VIP, and the rest of the men are outside the vehicle. I'm talking about out of nowhere. Shots get to going off. Guess where these shots is coming from? These shots is coming from inside the car. It's being reported that the passenger was shooting Chris in Fever. His homeboy that's in the back of him is shooting Chris. When the shooting get to going on, they get to trying to scuffle to grab Steers, Jinx the VIP, and Tarzan. But as they scuffling, they trying to get away. The guys that's outside the vehicle get to shooting at them. And that's how Steers got shot 3 times. Man, he lucky to be alive right now, right? So while they're running away, somehow, Chris made it up out of the vehicle. But once he made it up out of the vehicle, now the guys that's outside the truck started shooting him. He still continues to run while they shooting at him. But it didn't stop there. He got out of their sight, made it. They jumped in the SUV, chased him down, and then you hear more gunshots. Cold-blooded demonstration. According to reports, they are saying that Chris was shot approximately 9 times or even more than 9 times. These are the reports that I'm getting. They are saying that he was able to call 911 and drop his location because the police found him, his friends and stuff like that. They didn't know what, they scattered out and everything like that. And they was calling 911, but the police found him. It's being reported that he called a couple of his other friends and dropped his location off to them, letting them know what happened. You know what I'm saying? And man, this is sad. The police was trying to resuscitate him, but they couldn't. He went to the hospital and he died at the hospital. Cold-blooded demonstration. Now, look, a lot of people are saying that this was a robbery and that, these 3 strangers walked up to him. The news got it messed up. These guys wasn't no 3 strangers. These was guys that Chris knew. And it wasn't a robbery. Reports are coming out that he still had his 1400 chain. He still had his snotty nose chain. He still had his $30,000 watch on. They wasn't trying to rob him for nothing. They was just straight trying to kill him. Let me tell y'all something. Can you imagine being in a vehicle with a trusted friend, and the next thing you know is that you hearing these thunderclaps going off, and you look to the left and this man is aiming a gun at you. You seeing the smoke and the fire come from the gun. Not only that, your friend in the back, you can hear the gunshots coming from the back, and these guys are shooting you. You make it out the car, and once you make it out the car, the men that are outside the car are shooting you. And as you are running for your life, the last life you got left, these guys jump in the car and chase you down and shoot you some more. Man, rest in peace to Crips. Man, rest in peace to that brother, man. And like I say, pray for his family, his loved ones, his father, pray for understanding. I'm talking about comfort and courage through these trying times, because nobody deserves to die that way. No one deserves to be portrayed that way. And for what? That's the cold-blooded part. For what? Well, it comes to find out that I guess BG Fever was connected with some people. He's a Crip. Now we know Chris is a Blood, but I don't know if he got the Nashville and Flip Crip. I'm not for sure, but he is a Crip. And from what I'm getting, they are saying that there is some people that he's socialized with that are Crips that wanted Chris dead. And he took them up on the offer. Cold-blooded demonstration. We gotta, nowadays, bruh, I'm talking about, man, like, when you grow apart from somebody, you gotta understand that, man, like, you gotta be careful with them. You gotta be careful with them. Because a lot of times friends grow apart and stuff like that. And a lot of times, people that you think have your best interest really hate you, you know what I'm saying, inside, and don't mind killing you and stuff like that. You got to be careful with people nowadays. It's sad because who can you trust? Here it is. He trusted this man. You can see it. The man stopped his whole show to give homage to this man. The same man that set him up to be killed. This is pathetic, man. But this is the life that we are living. Look, let me say this right here before I depart. We are living in a time where we can't be so trusted. We are living in a time where if something don't feel right, if you don't believe something is right, it's probably not right. And we got to start listening to that intuition. It might make us seem crazy or whatever, but at least our lives will be saved. It might make us feel like, man, I shouldn't have to do that. I shouldn't have, but still, put your life first. Put your life first. You know what I'm saying? Dot your T's, or dot your I's and cross your T's. I mean, cause this is crazy, bruh. This is sad. This man was giving homage to a person that killed him, that helped kill him. It's unbelievable, man. How do we decipher something like that? All I can say is this right here. To the hood educated residents and the guests. Be aware. Because to be aware is to be alive. This is hood educated, not lame related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And if you're feeling generous, please make a small donation to the channel. Now, before I depart, allow me to give a shout out to some of the blessings that I received this week. Allow me to give a shout out to William Carteret for the $10.24 PayPal. Thank you. Sister Nina for the $10 Cash App. Thank you. Tyron Thompson for the $2 Cash App. Thank you. Sonia Dixon for the $2 Cash App. Thank you. And last but not least, Texas, Alabama for the $4.99 super thanks. This is hood educated, not lane related. Peace and love. And y'all take care of yourself out there.